Alrighty, fellers. It's a new day, and we are back on Final Fantasy. You know, I am quite confused. I kind of had forgotten about it, but looking at it again, why is this quest, like, locked? I don't understand. Why can't I do it? Another locked quest. I don't understand. Oh wait, that one makes sense to be locked because the main quest is going to the same little spot. But this locked quest was from this guy. And it's in his... It's like just there, it shows. Is there like another quest that's like causing a problem with it? This? I think it's... that might be it. Because those are in the same locations. Martha and Isabel. Interesting, I wonder if that's why. Kind of annoying. There's another Blacksmith Blues, I imagine this quest is.
What bad news? About Dravost. Blackthorne's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from there, a spewing... And the village? Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. Dorish sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's none... If something ain't done soon... I won't let that... Didn't does before. No. Yeah.
So I'll probably, you know, do this since it's got that little plus mark symbol. Get a little something doing so. All right, there's another one over there as well. It's not. Okay, I was a little concerned that it might, like, just getting close to the infirmary there would pull me into the quest. Not quite ready for it. I do want to progress the quest, but I don't want to miss out, pass up on some neat little upgrades to help me.
The Enterprise. Is that only mithril engines get hotter? Trouble is, we won't be. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly.
If it's for the good of the... Oh, so...
You've got a couple of examples.
More fallen, so this smelter is similar to the mithril engine of...
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hub with them, they'll reflect the heat right. We've collected as many as we can.
So you want me to visit some ruins? Destroy...
That's it. We're only 3 short, mind. There's one up Amber Way, and another in the Silent South. Oh,
all right.
You serious? I hate this quest already. I gotta go to 3 different locations. That's annoying. Very annoying, but whatever. Whatever! Let's get to it. Alright, should we just go to find some orb? Sphere? Do I get it from that big guy over there? Is that what it wants? Or can I just find it on the ground somewhere? It's definitely that big guy. Alright.
I need to deal with these ones first.
Are you not dead?
Now to find this spherical echo.
Yeah. Standing on top of it. One down.
This is it. Right then.
Make my way. Over here. I kind of want to do this. It's honestly what I have more interest in. That quest I was doing, probably just another potion, like the inventory upgrade.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
While this would get me a new, like, crafting recipe for better equipment.
And the Akash.
Mostly off to the north still. But I told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. Enough for the villagers to...
Well done.
Welcome. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost keen to help us out?
I am.
Or you can sneak off without...
Oh. You guys are face to face, eh?
What are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his... Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old...
Then your idea of an apology.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, he left it to me. The best... Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to...
So you're wasting half of them.
You're what travels me. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself. I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do was...
Even if it meant...
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once.
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have been short enough on time, as it still... Give us a mo, would you?
At a long enough moment.
You,
We can't.
right you are. Might be worth it. Don't want any nasties. Oh, and... Blackthorne,
Akashic on the move.
how close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from...
What was I saying about...
They'll wash right over us if we stay...
Good idea.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fight.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you...
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. It won't come to that. Take good care of...
Can you imagine that? Clive just dies to these random Akashic.
Give those things what for, yeah?
Just ruin everything. For everyone. Everyone would be stuck to deal with whatever's going on. And then, I mean, then good old Muthos, who had such great potential for Ultima's plans, is just dead. Hey, give me time. I was in the middle of something. Ah! Well, at least I sort of blocked it. Really bad at timing that right now, it seems. Oh, jeez. I like last minute realized that my skill there is still on cooldown. Wanted to use it. That sucks. Oh, I forgot I got this before I got off. What are you gonna do? Where are you going? I'm not over there. Man, didn't even need the big moves. Oh, I might use one now. Try to get them all together there. We got another big enemy. Oh, jeez. A griffin. Okay. What? What the heck was that attack? It was so sudden. What the heck just happened? Are these guys weaker than normal? Don't normally finish off staggerable enemies that quickly. I mean, I didn't even use my big, like, storm ability. Oh man, it's a chimera. First time, you don't even look Akashic. Yeah, you're not. You're just coming in for fun, I guess. Not even related to the other stuff going on. Wasn't there some way to do some sort of special attack with that dodge? Maybe it's like if I do a precision. Ah, Maybe it's like a counter. Let me try. I feel like that was pretty close. Is that not it? What am I thinking of? Am I thinking of something else? Precisely dodging an enemy attack does the permafrost. What I'm doing is just like the regular ones, frostbite. I feel like it's so close to the attack though. How am I not getting the precise? Why is it not working? Ah, you're so annoying. Guess I'll just try it later. I don't understand. It's like super precision or something. I don't understand. I'm normally able to do precision-based stuff in this game pretty easily. Or not that difficult. At least.
No, the question is, did I miss any?
I don't think so, I believe. I mean, at least.
Man alive! You still in one?
Yeah.
I slew
As many as I could, he said.
only all.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall.
Good.
In time, yeah.
Sid! Enough to give those Akashic, but mostly.
I'm afraid I've only there's no getting rid of it, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines.
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village...
That may be, but with ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than it. We'll fortify the gate, and I'll see that they're guarded.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand.
As for you, Blackthorne, that's twice you've turned up when Dravosh needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravosh isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day, because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorne. Remind Dravosh what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means...
That's a kind offer. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in and...
Knowing it. Blackthorne. I never thought I'd see that.
Well, it's neat to see you guys make up a little.
I'd say that went pretty well.
Even better than I...
Sid, I've got something for you.
Yeah. Another seal. Why?
And this is...
A token, but I'm of a mind to make designs for a certain sword have been part.
Now hold on, Zop. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to own an edge. Odin will be, but the engravings on that thing, and they're not just for
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravosh in the first place?
A sword that the two of them can make
I'd
together.
never surpass you with the hammer and tongs between the two of us. I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan...
As long as he can keep it.
Right. Zoltan.
A legendary weapon.
The beast was charging at me.
Is it, am I... the way they're building it up, like just taking Zoltan back to the hideaway to craft it, like, it's making it sound like it's like just a set thing, you know, like we're just gonna go and get the weapon. That's never been the case before. Is it really just gonna give me a new weapon, or is it actually just gonna, like everything else, give me the recipe? And this will be the second sphere.
Two down.
2 down, 1 to go. Oh, you're not dead. Alright, the last sphere for that side quest, so now we can return to the hideaway and
That's all of them.
potentially wrap up both of those quests.
Canva in the hands of Akashic.
I got it.
Good.
I don't really care for the dialogue. Just give me my reward. Give me my upgrade. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but just give it to me already.
May the Telemon!
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon.
It's fine.
Oh, don't say that.
You could just...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy, it's a metal.
I like how Clive mentioned there's like something that actually just sounded simple and reasonable
What do you reckon?
It's...
instead of continuously trying to make little clever upgrades to a small little satchel.
Mention it.
Like you could just give me a bigger one.
Isn't using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it. Can't think of any right now, but maybe even one day.
No, hardly.
Oh, it's expanded a little further. Maximized, supposedly. So, 8. Yeah, 8 potions. 5 high potions. Yeah, I figured it'd be 8.
We were just about to make a start on that.
It's funny, but no. You remember Camille? We'll be using his level work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out, and that whetstone from the Outer Isles. And the final flourish will be my talent.
A team effort led by the greatest
Now, save that talk to right.
to the best.
Whoa, they're really just giving me a good sword here. I don't have to do anything for it. Do anything more. What is it?
Well, bugger me.
Better look cool. Talking about those cool engravings and stuff. It's pretty.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
Yeah, I mean, that's a neat looking sword.
Quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you.
So, does this make you...
This, it'll take more than that to earn a we're up for the chap.
What now?
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long run.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even
Something
better than the rest.
better?
That's a weapon I liked it.
I was hoping you'd say.
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
So we get this new Ragnarok sword, as well as a recipe for something greater. I wonder what the greater one is. Sure, I can't get it yet. Be locked off. Need to unlock probably like new hunts or something. Golter Damarung. Well, that's a big name. And I probably mispronounced it. Let me look at it. Let me look. Orichalcum, Dark Steel, Primitive Battle Horn. It's interesting. Alright, let's check out the new sword. Ragnarok. Cool. Okay, so I think it might be time to officially get to that main quest over there. Might be time. Might be. Overdue. So why are we all meeting up in the infirmary?
Better than I was.
Oh, was he injured?
Really
I
as
don't.
well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed.
I don't remember.
But your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
Curl. Was wondering
Underestimate
how that was pronounced before.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
I wonder what's going on with the prince. Are we gonna see him again? Likely. What's going on here? Yeah. Yep, that appears to be him. Resting away.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
I don't know. randomly started laughing. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Like the weird, like just dramatic shots of him just sitting there. Got the different angles.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then ultimately? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Wait, is this the same girl?
I have nothing to...
I know.
A long time ago? That tried to offer medicine to Joshua when he, like, was coughing up blood. Like, before they reunited and stuff. There's just that one scene of Joshua and his, Yote. And she noticed, rushed up, tried to offer some medicine.
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Why'd you leave that? What do you mean? Were you just confused? You're just realizing that now? You gonna freaking return and
you can find an answer.
Help us?
You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few. They'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Tyre.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here.
That would make sense.
If your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might...
The Professor! I'll go and tell you!
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brain.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come.
All right.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Oh man, if only he'd quit. Ease off a little, there's other people to work. What? That little freaking thing? There's a new hunt target? Been wanting to do these because I want to freaking craft the stuff. Oh, what the heck? It's definitely likely to give me something important. It's an S tier. Aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion. Phantasm, some sort of chimera, perhaps. Like what we fought in the side quest just a little bit ago, but it's curious. Because I know I need more for this than what that would give. But what about this? I need a stone tongue. It could potentially give that. I'll check it quick. I probably won't even be able to fight. It'll probably be way over level again, like the other S tiers. It'll probably be just a really tough fight. And it's in the Velcroy Desert area. Oh, that thing. It really does just look like another chimera, though. Like what we already fought. It's definitely going to be a tougher one. Tougher variant.
Thanks, Gal.
But here it is. Looks different. That's for sure. Like a color aspect. Looks like molten rock and stuff. Weird. Oh, what the heck? It's a lower level than I would have expected. The last S rank target I unlocked was level 50. That dragon. And now this one's just level 45. I figured since I unlocked it later, it'd be higher level. That's strange. This might not be all that difficult. Almost staggered. Ooh. There you go. I really thought I was gonna find a foe that was too tough for me, for the current me, but I didn't. Ah crap, did that right on top of yourself. I almost staggered again, and then you'll die. Probably, I would think. There you go. So we actually, that was really not that bad for an S rank target. I'm really confused. Why is that all it is? That's another orichalcum down. And it didn't give the stone tongue or anything like I thought it might. Well, I guess that's all. When am I going to unlock the stuff that I actually need for the Ouroboros set?
Clive, please tell me you've come to take our young...
I'm not here for mid.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens?
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, and we're going to need a safe...
Preferably one that won't seem a shipment.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, but interrupt me.
What do you know? What do we got?
Barnabas Thumb, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the Kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later.
40 years?
By time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if
He doesn't seem that old.
Appetite for war. And yet here we are.
I mean, he doesn't seem that young either. He seems like
a bold declaration of intent.
Maybe around 40 or 50, which still doesn't fit the timeline. That timeline, he'd have to be like freaking 70 or something. Or 60.
Regardless,
the youngest.
The order to attack truly came from King Barnabas. Then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
If only there was someone.
You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, mate?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be with.
Well said. Thank you, Lady Viv.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks.
Mid, I need I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Alrighty. But I guess we are going to Waloed. Going over here, I guess, somewhere. We'll officially be over there. A lot of blighted land where we're gonna be.
Clive, you must listen to this.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. What I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural, but while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore. Now, however, I believe I know where to find them all.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished.
Didn't even let me answer. What if I had?
And though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now...
It would appear the past, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover...
I shall guard it with...
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me. I need to speak to everyone.
Right away.
Give a nice little speech before heading off. What do we need to talk about? Does Gav have a part to play? Does Otto?
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav.
You wouldn't happen to know any, right?
You bet your ass I do.
Oh, who? Can you introduce us?
Borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Stay inconspicuous. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the ship you're sailing, the Enterprise, stands out. It does not look like a normal ship.
You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep your be needing passage.
But
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
I feel like I missed something potentially important. I don't know why Joshua, like he wanted to say something. Speak with Otto. Why could we not just talk right there and then? What's up, Otto?
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in.
I'll hold you to that.
Thanks, Otto. Is that really all, though? Like, you didn't have more to say? That was so... Why? Why? I had a feeling this might be updated again. And another S rank. Right away. Cool. I might check it out again. Really no information on its location. I would just have to assume it's on Ash, just somewhere over here. So, I guess I probably won't be finding it for a little bit.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
And
she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail?
yeah, I really like the idea of not being alone and all that, but
Did I miss something?
eh.
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
What was I about to say? Anyway. Yeah, the whole, like, not being alone thing, is a nice thought. And yet, but, like, I always end up in freaking 1v1 battles. Like, the big overall objective, I don't seem to be alone. But we're always, like, more split up.
Waloed territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?